parody movies or spoof movies have been around forever. There's been a lot of great ones. There's been a lot of bad ones. And whenever you have Aaron Seltzer and Jason Friedberg in a directing role to do a movie of this, oh no, yeah, this is not great. They've done a good amount of movies for them, and I'm going to go ahead and do it in order. So that way I can be like, oh yeah, compare it to this and this. So let's start with the first one they did, and that's Date Movie. So I was just getting ready, and I was like, yeah, this is going to be bad. You know it, and you expect it. They did do, if I'm correct, they wrote Scary Movie, which Scary Movie is a damn good movie. But directing for them, they're pretty bad. A lot of bad ones, and we're gonna talk about all of them to this stuff. But we're gonna start with Date Movie. But I'm not gonna get into in order, but I'm gonna talk about what they did parody. Good God, this is gonna be a hard review to talk about because, I mean, it's all shit. But I mean, I could talk about. I mean, if it makes sense to have it or not, I guess. I mean, I don't fucking know. They've done parodies of What Women Want, My Big Fat Greek Wedding, Bridget Jones' Diary, Hitch, Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, Meet the Parents and Meet the Fockers, The Wedding Planner, Dodgeball, Kill Bill, King Kong, The Lord of the Rings Trilogy. What the fuck? Father of the Bride, King Kong Again, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, Pretty Woman, When Harry Met Sally, Along Came Polly, Princess Diaries, Napoleon Dynamite, My Best Friend's Wedding, Legally Blonde, How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, Say Anything, A Streetcar Named Desire, Notting Hill, Jerry Maguire, Wedding Crashers, X-Men, and Sweet Home Alabama. Now, most of these movies, they're great. Some of them are not great, but it's better than this. It's going to be hard to talk about this. This might be a short, because there really is not much more to talk about, saying that this movie is just horseshit. I mean, this is just terrible. I mean, it's hard to explain it to why, but I mean, it's just so stupid. I mean, it's so ridiculous. I mean, the toilet humor, there's poop jokes, fart jokes, pop culture references, just makes a mockery of everything. It's just, it's so stupid. And all this shit, I was just in torture. And I mean, you wouldn't have a movie also without the cast, and you got people like Allison Hannigan, which she's really good, but she's bad. You also got Adam Campbell, Jennifer Coolidge, and you can't have one without Carmen Electra. I mean, she's pretty much in anything that's a parody nowadays, or a spoof. It's just, either she's there. Oh, you can't forget Lil Jon, of course, because we definitely need Lil Jon. I mean, that makes sense. A lot of sense. But I'm watching all this stuff with their spoofing. I'm like, this is so retarded. It's really bad. But much of the story is based on two of them. And that's My Big Fat Greek Wedding and Meet the Fockers. And it is terrible. I mean, parodies and spoofs back then are great. They were great, but with this one, just doesn't deliver. I mean, this is awful. I mean, this is panned by critics. I mean, you can tell. But for some reason, it became a box office success. I mean, that makes a lot of sense, but it happened. And all this other stuff that they're parodying for short terms of it, it's all terrible. I mean, there's not even one joke that lands. This is horseshit. This is terrible. I mean, this ain't the worst parody or spoof movie ever. I'm just probably gonna call it a spoof. I mean, who gives a fuck by this point? But this is not the worst of them. There's more. But this is terrible. I mean, the acting for these people are terrible. And you feel bad for them because they have been in better movies, like Allison Hannigan. She's been in the American Pie movie. She knows what she can do. But she's really bad, but it's not her fault because there's the jokes and the script. And they also wrote that. and they also produced it. Well, one of them did, and I feel like I'm just in torture. Um, you really can't expect much from this. I mean, just looking at this and the poster, you know this is going to be terrible. But there's ones they have done that are more terrible. We'll get into them. Trust me, we will. Sure of you or not. But this is just awful because they don't try. I mean, for the writing from Scary Movie, they tried. This one they directed it, I guess, is their directing debut, and they just don't try. It's terrible. Um, Everything they do, it just falls flat. I mean, every single joke they do, it falls flat. I mean, you got juvenile toilet humor and pop culture references, and that's also all terrible. It's just not even a single laugh. I didn't even get one single laugh out of all of this. Not even one. And that says a lot. And when this comes straight to theaters, you have to have something work. Out of all these parodies that I told you about from beginning of this review, none of them work. I mean, even the ones that probably aren't good, they're better than this. So I guess maybe that they should just stop, but they haven't done one in a long time, so maybe that's a sign that they probably should stop. But this is all just garbage, guys, and I feel bad for the cast. I mean, if you feel bad for little John in this movie, you got a problem, guys. But I just didn't care about any of it. All the jokes are terrible. The acting is terrible. The script is terrible. I mean, I was just sitting there out of my ass, just in torture, and that's 83 minutes of torture. That's sad, guys. But I mean, I just that. I mean, that's it, I guess. I mean, what else do you want me to say? I mean, this is, like I said, going to be a short review because I really don't know what else to say. It's just terrible. This is a horrible parody spoof movie. And like I said, when you have the works of Aaron Seltzer and Jason Friedberg, don't put them in a directing role because they're going to make absolute fucking shit. So, I mean, what else do you want me to say? I mean, just the fact that I don't want to go through all this shit because that's too much. I mean, that's just as bad as other movies. But, I mean, this is just parody and spoofing. So I really don't care what happened. All I know is that's stuff they parody and they did terrible. The cast was in there and it did terrible. I mean, Alice Hannigan, Adam Campbell, Eddie Griffin, Sophie Monk, Tony Cox, Fred Willard, Jennifer Coolidge, and a bunch of other people. Carmen Electra, Lil Jon, Josh Myers, all those other people. I mean, they all did terrible. And Scott Speedman and all them, Valerie Oritz, all terrible. What else do you want me to say about that? But yeah, overall, Date movie it's terrible. It's one of the worst movies of 2006. It's sad because you could expect that, Aaron Seltzer and Jason Freeberg could actually try to do something, like one thing that could help them. But they just didn't. And they thought, hey, we wrote a scary movie, let's see if it works when we're directing it too this time. No, they didn't do it. This is garbage, guys. Date movie gets an F. And that's sad, guys, honestly, because parodies and spoofs worked back in the day. Apparently, this is what started to kill it with this movie, for sure, by a long shot. So yeah, this is what we did. We paid money to see it, and we got more of these movies that they did. A good amount of them. We'll talk about them, trust me. But yeah, that's my review for Date Movie. And until next time, guys, peace out.